Today we're test driving the all-new Honda CR-V. This one is the touring model, and we're going to do a fuel economy test to see how well it performs. So as you can see right now, I have a full tank of gas, and on this full tank my fuel range is rated at 598 kilometers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset our trip meter. So as you can see, my trip meter down there, and now it reads 0, and we're going to reset our second trip meter as well. Now both of them read 0. We're going to be driving this over the week and see how many kilometers we complete and how much gas we use, and after that we will head to the gas station to see how much it costs to fill up. So stay tuned. We just spent the week testing the Honda CR-V, and we have some numbers here that we'd like to share with you. So as you can see right now, we're down to the half tank line, and we have completed a total of 251 kilometers. Our remaining fuel range is rated at 301 kilometers, and our average fuel economy is 9.1 liters per 100 kilometers. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be filling up at the gas pump right here, and we'll be filling up until it reaches the full line, and that will give us an idea of how much it costs to fill up a half tank of gas. What we'll do is we will do some math and try to figure out how much our kilometers per liter number is and our cost per kilometer as well. So stay tuned. So as you can see, it costs $27.39 to fill up 24 liters of gas at a fuel cost of 111.9 cents per liter. As you just saw, we filled up 24 liters of gas for $27, and what we're going to do now is compute our actual fuel range on a full tank of gas based on my driving. As I mentioned, we drove a total of 251 kilometers, and what we're going to do now is take that number and divide it by the amount of liters that we filled up. So 251 divided by 24 liters of gas gives us 10.25. So that means each liter of gas yields 10.25 kilometers of driving. What we're going to do is we're going to take that 10.25 number and multiply it by our fuel tank size. So 10.25 times 53 liters gives us 543 kilometers of actual driving. So based on my driving, you can expect around 543.25 kilometers on a full tank of gas. What we're going to do now is compute our cost per kilometer. So let's take the 251 kilometers that we've driven and divide that by the amount it costs us to fill up. So 251.3 divided by 27.3 gives us 10.9 cents. So essentially it costs us 10.9 cents to drive every kilometer in the CR-V. My driving conditions have been pretty basic. I haven't had the air conditioning on at all, but I have had the sound system on the whole time. I've had the radio on actually. And what I wanted to mention was the amount of city versus highway driving that I did. I probably did around 80% in the city and 20% on the highway. And that's just because of my commuting style. I spend a lot of time in the city than I do on the highway. If you do a lot more highway driving, you can expect better fuel economy. Probably in the range of 8.5 to 8.7 liters per 100 kilometers. Again, this is very good fuel economy for an SUV of this size, so keep that in mind. As for other SUVs in this segment, I've driven the RAV4, the Rogue, and the Escape, and I'd probably say that this is one of the better performing SUVs in terms of fuel economy. 9.2 liters per 100 kilometers is actually a really good number. As far as I remember, those SUVs that I mentioned get around north of 9.5 to 11 liters per 100 kilometers. So this is actually a very good number for an SUV in this category.